Greetings and beyond the new. Welcome to another video. Today is going to be a review instead of a reaction to chapter 1063 of One Piece. Sorry I couldn't do the chapter the day that it released because I was doing some stuff. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the first thing that comes first is the cover story, and the cover story is still continuing from where Germa left off. Well, not Germa, where it left off in the previous video, in the previous chapter, where we saw Cracker and we saw Brule. And the new thing about it is that Puddin is being kidnapped. So Aokiji, and I think the best option here is Aokiji and Shiri of the Rain, came in there, snatched up Puddin and dipped. Then when it comes, so after that, in comes the first thing. Now, before I get to the first thing, I just want to say that the pacing in this story, in this chapter, is very well crafted. I don't see any much problem. Me personally, I like the pacing when the pacing is only sticking to 2 or maybe 3 like shifts. Like if it's just one segue after another segue after another segue after another segue, it seemed to be a lot more rush. So today we're only focusing on 2 places. The first one we're going to talk about is within Egghead, where we're continuing off of Punk 05 Rat or Atlas, Julie Bonnie, Luffy, and Chopper, which is eating food. Atlas compliment that they were really fat, and she also complimented Jinbei, but Jinbei was like, I was already big, so don't get it twisted. Then she pretty much just dipped off to do some violence, living up to the wrath as she's been described as one of the satellites. After that, we start seeing these little people, very similar to, like, I guess the little robots in the NL cover stories. And then after that, Luffy with observation haki, I would assume, came in and was like, he saw Kuma. But this Kuma was different. This Kuma was like policed out. Like he had like the police gears and these boots and stuff like that. Oh wait, before that, Luffy, Chopper, Jinbei, and Julie Bonnie, they all have new clothing designs from this new machine that was like in the same vicinity they were in. And these new outfits was described by Luffy as they look very thick, but they're breezy, like very like 100% cotton thin breezy, like wife beater breezy. Feel me? And the way how they look is like Vegapunk's version of the raid suit, which is kind of led to believe if like Vegapunk had these ideas, like he had the cybernetic idea, the lineage factor idea, the raid suit idea, but like he was never as skilled in specific aspects. So what if, like, say for example, Vegapunk already knew like how to do the raid suit, but like Judge did it better than him. Like he's better than Vegapunk in specifically raid suit design. Let you wonder. After that, Luffy uses the observation haki, I would assume, and sends Kuma, or maybe he just saw Kuma from a far distance. But this Kuma was really, really, really different. This Kuma was like swagged out in police gears. Like Zoro would love him. But yeah, this Kuma was like, he was like dripped out from head to toe with the police gear. He had the whole police sign. I think that's the first time we've actually seen like police gear in general. Like we don't see like like we know that police exist, but I think this is the first time we've ever seen anything that's like police related in terms of like from the gear and I guess even the word police, I guess. After that, I can't tell if Luffy uses advanced observation haki, like he used the future sight and he saw what was gonna happen before it happened, because Luffy literally described everything that Kuma was gonna do, at least this possibly is Kuma, right? this Kuma shot a laser, the pacifist laser, out of his mouth, and everybody dodged it, right? Then Luffy was gonna go in for an attack, more likely an elephant gun. Julie Bonnie literally just kicked Luffy, caught Luffy off guard, kicked him, and then literally helped, save Luffy's ass. And obviously Luffy is very confused and frustrated. He's like, what the hell, like, nigga. And then it has been confirmed, well, it has always been confirmed to us, the readers, but to them in the chapter, is that Kuma was his father. So therefore she is a princess of, I forgot the kingdom that Kuma rules. And everybody was shocked and flabbergasted, but Luffy was, Luffy's like, that's not your father. Obviously, what I'm saying, because the reason why Julie Bonnie kicked him was the fact that it's not, okay, my mistake to say that he kicked him to save him. She kicked him because she does not want him to hurt his father, even though she should be, which I find it weird, because even though she should be aware that that's not technically her father, I guess psychological damage, I guess. So I guess just by seeing him like that, not even that should like get harmed. So I guess this is like a Sanji like gag theme, I guess, where you can't hit women. I guess that's Julie Bonnie, where you can't hit his father. And like literally the pacifista was like right directly at her face, ready to shoot the beam, right? And obviously Luffy had more experience fighting with these people, so obviously Luffy is like, bitch, what are you doing? This shit is not your father, literally, and try to save her. So the pacifista shoot the laser, right? This laser is one of the craziest pacifista laser explosion I have ever seen in the entirety of One Piece pacifistas. This shit covers a large section of like where the specific laboratory is, where Atlas is, and like you can see a sizable view of like it next to like where like the outside island perspective, right? So that's it for like that perspective, for like that part of the chapter. In comes the second part of the chapter, where it's segue to a different island. We don't know what the island's called, and we saw this massive explosion. And the only thing I saw, there's two things I saw. I saw logs. And I saw the bruh. When I saw that, I was like, no, what in the God's green earth is Blackbeard fucking doing? Why is we here? And we just saw a huge explosion in front of like one of the 10 Titanic ships, right? And then I scroll down and I'm sitting here. No! I saw the ship of the Heart Pirates, and to my knowledge, I have mixed feelings about it, because I'm so used to like Law being like so like Law shouldn't be seen for like a few good fucking chapters. Like Law has so much screen time, it is insane. From Punk Hazard to even after Wano, this man has been piggybacking off of like fucking Straw Hats from Punk Hazard, and separated from where Wano Country, the end of Wano Country, and we're getting Lost shit now. And I guess obviously more like if you read up and guess the story, you'll know that well, a lot of people don't know. It has to do something about the Rocky Port incident. But before we talk about that, right? I scroll down. Tell me why Law, not just Law, Beppo, the Penguin brothers. I didn't see John Bart. Didn't see him, but more like he got affected too. Tell me why all of them were like the woman. Like Hancock was on Rainbow's Road, just came in and just 64 palm these dudes. And now all of a sudden they're not women. No. And not only that he's just a woman, he's the same woman that Oda drew for an SBS. So that shit's canon now. Crazy. But like, and then what happened next is very weird, but at the same time it's not. And I'm gonna tell you why, because it's already been established. He was a woman, right? And the reason, and he said that you can counter a devil fruit ability. So it's confirmed that it is a devil fruit ability. But a lot of people would think that it is Ivankov, but it's not it's not Ivankov. It's actually somebody actually different. And just by sheer hockey, he just flexed he just switched genders. Now, I find it weird because it's like, this is taking reference because he said that because that is something that he's learned after the Big Mom and Kaido fight that he had on Wano or on Onigashima, and he stated that their hockey was so strong that he couldn't teleport one of them or any of them. He couldn't teleport them the way he did. He could only teleport himself to them. Right? And this kind of clears up, but at the same time confuses me, because a lot of people speculate that it was Conqueror's hockey that was the one that was doing that. But Law doesn't have Conqueror's hockey. Law has armament and he has observation. And I don't see observation being any use in this scenario. So the one more likely to be the one he used was armament, which I find that very, very, very weird and crazy, because armament has been like the thing people use against devil fruit, not observation, not conquerors. Even though those are good attributes, it's armament that they use to physically touch and harm people who are either Logias and certain Paramecians. Fine. So apparently those, you don't need Conqueror's hockey to do that. I thought it was Conqueror's hockey. Apparently armament hockey is what you need, which it confused me a bit, but at the same time I kind of like, because it gives a lot of people a chance. So you don't need Conqueror's hockey to kind of like tier up with the higher ups, you feel me, like Katakuri and all those type of people and Luffy and stuff like that. Even though you do need, even though it is a very good requirement, if that's the case and Law just used armament hockey and that's all he did to literally just, you know, turn back the nullify devil fruit, it's crazy. So after that, the submarine submerged from under the water. It reached to like a high sea level. And tell me why the ability of that made these people turn into like women came from none other than Doc Q. So this is the chapter where we're seeing a lot of devil fruit users from the Blackbeard Pirate. Blackbeard devil fruit reveals. Blackbeard Pirate devil fruit reveals. So this dude, Doc Q, has the ability of the six fruit. That's his devil fruit, where pretty much he can cast any type of sickness, which is fucking weird. And obviously Oda being mad versatile and goofy and creative, apparently there's a sickness that turns you into a woman. The fuck type of sickness is that? I would never want that. I would never wish that on my worst enemy at all. And that's it we see from him, right? And he even quotes that, oh, you can nullify my devil fruit like that? says a lot from a dude who has 3 billion berry bounty. Also, this is another thing. That's a hack's ability. Most time when people see armored hockey, it defends them from linear cookie cutter abilities like projectile and, well, mainly projectiles. But when it comes to hack's ability, it's weird because it's never really implied, or at least it's never been implied consistent, that armament is the one that nullify hack's ability. That is why people allude to conquerors to be the thing that protect them from hack's ability. But again, law does not have conquerors, it's armament. So armament hockey can nullify hack's abilities, which like is crazy to me. Now after that, right, we see Burgess, we see Von Auger. Burgess got teleported. Von Auger was like, listen, I'm gonna send you to that island, right? And Burgess, you know, all flexed up. You know, he was okay, he was right for it. This man, fucking Von Auger has the warp fruit. So he has the ability of, you know, to teleport himself and other people to other places. So that's why, you know, Burgess was able to teleport. So, and then we saw this man Burgess. First of all, this mountain that he lifted, it was a big ass mountain. The mountain was rumbling, like the highest mountain ever. And we saw Burgess literally lift this whole entire shit like he was fucking Bambino. For all my Toriko fans out there, I don't forgot y'all. I do remember, right? This man picked up a mountain. Tell me why this man has the Riki no Mi, aka the buff fruit, which apparently allows them to give him superhuman strength. This man picks up this mountain, pull a whole Bambina through the fucking mountain at Law. Law did his room. Law obliterate the mountain, which is not that big of a deal. He cut his own mountain and Punk has it. Obvious shit, right? Then after that, we saw Doc Hugh and Stronger, his horse, right? This fucker has the horse fruit mythological Zoan model Pegasus. Okay. So the thing that everybody thought Pierre had in Skypiea, that people thought that he had a Pegasus fruit, when everybody thought no, he just had the horse fruit. This fucker has it. And then we saw Blackbeard. Blackbeard was squatting on my man Doc Hugh, because Doc Hugh was on the horse. And this man was on Doc Hugh on the horse. And this man posed up, was like, say ha 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 nigga, I'm here. I heard that you have some poneglyph for me. I heard you have some road poneglyphs, right? This man knew that somehow he knew that the Kid, Law, and Luffy split up. One of them was gonna be here. He never knew who it was. So it was pretty much like a pick of straw. And unfortunate for Law picked the short end of the stick. Or should I say it's unfortunate, because later down the line, this man Blackbeard wanted to take these road poneglyphs, right? Because he knew Law had them. He knew at least one of the three of these dudes Law had them. So obviously, you know, Blackbeard, mad filthy, it was like, hey yo, let me holler at you real quick. And but Law, with the white beater on, with the fur coat, looking mad sexy as hell, was like, you took the word out of my mouth, okay? Let me holler at you real quick. Fucking animals, Titan clash, as they say in the fucking chapter, right? And that's the end of the chapter. No break. I might have to say this. The chapter is very good. It's a good chapter. I'll give it like an 8, if not an 8.1 out of 10. I don't know, and it has something to do with like the Rocky Point incident plus the poneglyphs, and I just don't know. Like, when it comes to Law, I don't know how Law's gonna survive this one, because Law crew is trash. Like, y'all can shit on Kid. At least Kid has killer. At least Heat and Wire was seen fighting numbers, and so on and so forth. But Law crew is shitty. So it's really just Law hard carrying this crew, like dead ass. So after that, that's the end of the chapter. I don't know what to come of this. I don't know if we're gonna continue on with Law, or we're gonna talk about more poneglyphs or more Vegapunk stuff. And who knows, maybe next chapter we're gonna see Kid. I really like Kid, but me personally, Kid and Law should not be seen for like a good chapters, a few chapters. And might I say this? A lot of these Devil Fruit are kind of like very like kind of meh. Like Burgess Devil Fruit is kind of meh. The only good ones were like Q and Von Augur. And I will say this: Usopp is gonna have a fight. This also will confirm. I'm a bet my money on this. This also would confirm that Von Augur has advanced observation haki. He has to. Able to know when somebody is gonna do before they do it, so they can teleport their shit in the middle of that. He has to have observation haki, advanced observation haki. Yo, and it's like the way how this is going, it seems like they're setting up a Blackbeard. So like maybe Blackbeard is not like the final villain. Maybe he's not like the U-Haul, you know what I'm saying, or the Kagyu. Maybe that's Emu, and that's more likely to be the case. I just kind of want Blackbeard to be the main villain, you know, me personally. But that's it. Tell me out what you think. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification for more content. If you want to see any animation / drawing tutorials, go to my main channel, which is SS Anime. And if you want to see a cartoon version, a cartoon like discussion, go to one of my another channel, my cartoon channel, SS Andy Tunes, where I will be discussing a lot of cartoon specific themes, adult cartoons, regular cartoons, nostalgia cartoons, whatever the case. Might do a little bit of death battle here and there. And this channel is obviously for anime specifically. So SS Anime for animation and drawing, SS Andy Tunes for cartoons, and SS the God here on this channel. So why don't you subscribe, click the notification bell, like, share, follow, and I'll see you next week, or maybe within this week. I don't know. I'm very lazy, so please bear with me. I'm not as active as that. I'm still getting used to this YouTube stuff. And without further ado, I'm out. Peace.